If you've ever tried growing vegetables and felt like they were too difficult, too slow, or just not worth the effort, the problem usually isn't you. It's the vegetables you started with. Growing vegetables doesn't require a backyard, expensive tools, or years of experience. In fact, some of the easiest vegetables to grow thrive in pots and containers, making them perfect for beginners, apartment dwellers, or anyone with limited space. When you choose the right vegetables, container gardening becomes simple, manageable, and surprisingly rewarding. Welcome to Daily Plant Life. In this video, I'll be sharing the top 9 easiest vegetables to grow in pots for beginners. These vegetables are forgiving, grow well in containers, and produce reliable results even if you're just starting out. And if you want to grow your own food with less stress and more success, this list will help you start the right way. Let's get into it. Veggie number 1, lettuce. Lettuce is one of the easiest vegetables for beginners to grow in pots because it has shallow roots and doesn't demand much space. A wide container works better than a deep one, making lettuce ideal for balconies, patios, and small outdoor areas. Because it grows quickly and doesn't require complicated care, it's often recommended as a first plant for new gardeners. This vegetable prefers cooler temperatures and grows best in mild sunlight rather than harsh afternoon sun. When grown in pots, lettuce benefits from the flexibility of being moved around easily, allowing you to protect it from excessive heat. This adaptability makes it much easier to manage than vegetables that require fixed garden beds. Watering lettuce is simple but important. The soil should remain consistently moist without becoming soggy. Good drainage is essential because excess water can lead to root problems. Using light, well-draining soil helps keep the roots healthy and encourages steady growth. One of the biggest advantages of growing lettuce in pots is the harvesting method. You can pick the outer leaves while allowing the inner leaves to continue growing. This means a single plant can provide multiple harvests, making lettuce both rewarding and economical for beginners. Veggie number 2, spinach. Spinach is another beginner-friendly vegetable that grows very well in containers. Like lettuce, spinach has shallow roots and does not need a deep pot to thrive. A medium-sized container with proper drainage is enough to support healthy growth. Spinach grows best in cooler conditions and prefers partial sunlight. It can tolerate some shade, which makes it suitable for balconies or areas that don't receive direct sunlight all day. When temperatures are mild, spinach grows quickly and produces tender, nutritious leaves. Consistent watering is important for spinach, especially in pots where soil dries out faster. The soil should stay slightly moist, but never waterlogged. Allowing the soil to dry out completely can cause the leaves to become tough or bitter. Harvesting spinach regularly encourages more leaf production. By cutting the outer leaves and leaving the center intact, the plant continues growing. This steady regrowth makes spinach an excellent choice for beginners who want quick and reliable results. Veggie number 3, tomatoes, cherry or dwarf varieties. Tomatoes may seem challenging, but cherry and dwarf varieties are surprisingly easy to grow in pots. These types are well suited for containers because they don't grow as large as traditional tomato plants. A deep pot allows their roots to develop properly and supports healthy fruit production. Tomatoes thrive in sunlight and require at least 6 hours of direct light daily. Growing them in pots allows you to place them in the sunniest spot available. With enough light, tomato plants grow strong stems and produce flowers that later develop into fruit. Watering tomatoes requires consistency. The soil should stay evenly moist. As irregular watering can lead to problems like cracked fruit. Pots with drainage holes help prevent water from pooling at the bottom and damaging the roots. With basic support such as a stake or small cage, potted tomatoes can produce a generous harvest. For beginners, watching tomatoes grow from flowers to ripe fruit is one of the most satisfying gardening experiences. Veggie number 4, peppers. Peppers are one of the most reliable vegetables for beginners to grow in pots because they adapt easily to container conditions and remain manageable in size. Both sweet peppers and chili peppers perform well in pots, making them a versatile option for new gardeners. With the right container and placement, pepper plants can grow steadily without demanding constant attention. These plants prefer warm temperatures and plenty of sunlight, which makes them well suited for patios, balconies, and sunny outdoor spaces. When grown in pots, peppers benefit from being placed where they receive several hours of direct sunlight each day. Adequate light helps the plant develop strong stems and encourages flowering, which is necessary for fruit production. Peppers grow best in loose, well-draining soil that stays lightly moist. Overwatering should be avoided, as soggy soil can damage the roots and slow growth. Allowing the top layer of soil to dry slightly between waterings helps maintain a healthy balance. Containers with drainage holes are essential to prevent water buildup. Once established, pepper plants continue producing fruit over an extended period. Harvesting peppers regularly encourages the plant to keep flowering and producing more fruit. For beginners, and this long harvesting window makes peppers a rewarding and productive vegetable to grow in pots. 5. Green onions, spring onions. Green onions are one of the easiest vegetables to grow in pots, especially for beginners who want quick and visible results. They require very little space and grow well even in small containers, making them perfect for windowsills, balconies, or kitchen gardens. Because they grow quickly, green onions are ideal for first-time gardeners. These vegetables do not require intense sunlight and can grow well in partial sun. This flexibility allows them to thrive in a variety of indoor and outdoor locations. When grown in pots, green onions can be placed close to the kitchen for easy access during cooking. Green onions prefer consistently moist soil, but they are forgiving if watering is occasionally uneven. As long as the soil is not waterlogged, they continue growing steadily. Using light, well-draining soil helps prevent root issues and supports healthy growth. One of the biggest advantages of green onions is that they regrow after harvesting. By cutting the green tops and leaving the roots intact, the plant continues producing new shoots. This regrowth makes green onions one of the most cost-effective and beginner-friendly vegetables to grow in pots. Veggie number 6. Radishes. Radishes are excellent vegetables for beginners because they grow quickly and require very little maintenance. They are well suited for container gardening due to their compact size and short growing cycle. A shallow pot with loose soil is enough to support healthy radish growth, and these vegetables prefer cool to moderate temperatures and grow best in areas with consistent sunlight. When grown in pots, radishes benefit from even exposure to light, which helps them develop properly beneath the soil surface. Radishes need soil that remains evenly moist, especially during early growth stages. Allowing the soil to dry out too much can result in tough or misshapen roots. At the same time, excessive moisture should be avoided, as it can cause splitting or rot. One of the biggest advantages of growing radishes is how fast they mature. Many varieties are ready to harvest within a few weeks. This quick turnaround makes radishes highly rewarding for beginners and helps build confidence early in the gardening process. Veggie number 7. Carrots, short varieties. The carrots can be easy to grow in pots when the right varieties are chosen. Short or round carrot types are best suited for container gardening because they don't require deep soil. With loose, well-prepared soil, carrots grow steadily in pots without much difficulty. These vegetables prefer full sunlight but can tolerate partial shade. When grown in containers, carrots benefit from consistent placement, so the roots develop straight and evenly. Pots allow better control over soil texture, which is essential for carrot growth. Carrots require loose, sandy soil to prevent the roots from becoming twisted or stunted. Regular watering keeps the soil moist and supports steady root development. Compacted or dry soil can lead to poor quality carrots. Although carrots take longer to mature than leafy greens, they are low maintenance once established. Harvesting fresh carrots from pots is especially satisfying for beginners and proves that root vegetables can succeed in containers. Veggie number 8. Bush beans. Bush beans are one of the easiest vegetables to grow in pots because they remain compact and don't require climbing support. Unlike pole beans, bush beans grow upright and fit well in medium-sized containers, making them ideal for beginners. These plants prefer warm weather and grow best in sunny locations. When grown in pots, bush beans can be placed where they receive consistent sunlight throughout the day. Adequate light encourages healthy leaf growth and bean production. Bush beans prefer evenly moist soil, but are relatively forgiving if watering is not perfect. Well-draining soil prevents root problems and supports steady growth. Once established, the plants grow quickly and begin producing beans within a short time. Harvesting bush beans regularly encourages continued production. The more beans you pick, the more the plant produces. This makes bush beans a productive and confidence-boosting vegetable for beginner gardeners. Veggie number 9. Cucumbers, bush varieties. Cucumbers can grow very well in pots when bush or compact varieties are chosen. These types are bred specifically for container gardening and do not spread aggressively. With the right container and placement, cucumbers are beginner-friendly and productive. Cucumbers thrive in warm temperatures and require plenty of sunlight. When grown in pots, they should be placed in bright areas to support flowering and fruit development. Adequate sunlight results in healthier plants and better-tasting cucumbers. And these plants need consistent watering because cucumbers are made up mostly of water. Dry soil can lead to bitter fruit, while overly wet soil can damage the roots. Well-draining soil and regular watering help maintain balance. With proper care, potted cucumbers produce fruit continuously throughout the growing season. Harvesting regularly encourages the plant to keep producing. For beginners, cucumbers are a rewarding vegetable that demonstrates how productive container gardening can be. Growing vegetables doesn't have to be complicated, and it doesn't require perfect conditions to be successful. When you start with vegetables that are well suited for pots and containers, gardening becomes less stressful and far more enjoyable. Even small efforts can lead to steady growth and meaningful harvests over time. At Daily Plant Life, the goal is to help you grow with confidence, one plant at a time. If you're just starting out, choose 1 or 2 vegetables from this list and focus on learning how they respond to light, water, and soil. As you gain experience, everything else becomes easier. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's thinking about starting a container garden. Thanks for watching Daily Plant Life, and I'll see you in the next video.